Hey guys, it's Elaine, the Ninja Life Coach, and welcome to my channel today. Today, we're going to talk about wearing wigs during the holiday season. So sit back, grab yourselves a cup of coffee. grab yourselves a cup of coffee. So sit back, grab yourselves a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back, and today I'm wearing Ellen Villa Night in Candy Blonde Rooted. Let's talk a little bit about wearing wigs during the holiday season. Now, I know the holidays for everyone is not just always a piece of cake. Sometimes it's a little bit stressful, and there could be things that we're already stressed about going into the holiday season because not everybody has a June and Ward Cleaver type of situation during the holidays. So let's talk just a little bit about what we can do during the holidays to make sure that at least our wig looks on point. One thing we can do, and this is something that I usually try to do if I'm going to be going to a big event or going into the holiday season and I know I'm going to be wearing my wigs. I will go through a couple of weeks early. I'll go through my wig closet and I will pull out 4 or 5 wigs that I love. Wigs that I feel comfortable with and wigs that I know I'm not going to have to do a lot of fussing or styling to. Or if I'm going to have to fuss and style the wig, that gives me plenty of time to do it, try it on, and make sure it looks good. One thing you don't want during the holiday season is to be stressed out about your wig. You want to be able to put it on your head, know you look good, go out your door with confidence, and be happy during the holiday season. You don't want your wig to be a source of irritant during the holiday season. So take a breath, and 2 or 3 weeks before that, pull your wigs out, take a look at them, try them on if you need to, and see which ones you really, really like. Now, I have on Ellen Villa Night in Candy Blonde Rooted. This wig looks pretty good right out of the box. I don't have to do a lot of stuff to the wig, and this is one of my go-to wigs, simply because she's easy. I don't have to do much to her. I can plop her on my head, and she pretty much looks like this. And I like that. I like a wig that I don't have to mess around with for half a day. So I know I can pull her out of the box, and she's one I can always go to. Another one is Echo in Hot Chili Mix. That's another one that I can pull out of the box and looks great, and I don't have to do much to it. Another one is Felix. I'm looking over here at my wig closet if you wonder what I'm looking at, because I've got them hanging all in my closet right here. Another one is Felix by Hair Kitty Kitty, my original Felix, which is the indigo swirl. And if I'm going to a fun party or something, I would wear her. Or even if I'm, having a fun night, a game night with my family, I would wear that wig. And if I'm going to be out in the weather where it's nice and cold, then I will definitely wear Felix because she feels really good on my head. She's nice and warm. She keeps my head warm. So there's 3 right there that I know right off the bat. And I know you guys have some in your closet that you can grab too. Just make sure it's something that you're really comfortable with and something that you love. It really, at the end of the day, doesn't matter if anybody else likes the wig on you or not. So if it's a wig that you love, a wig that you enjoy, don't worry what anybody else says. Don't worry if anybody else likes the wig. You have to be comfortable in that wig. So whatever that wig is, whatever that looks like to you, you wear it and don't worry too much about anything else, what anybody says. Also, if I were you, I wouldn't break out a new wig style at Christmas or Thanksgiving. I wouldn't do that. Your whole family is going to be together. I would wear something that you love, but that they've seen you in a couple of times. My family has seen me in Ellen Villa Night quite a bit, so they're expecting this. And I've already heard any comments. If anybody didn't like it, I've already heard all the comments about it. So if you've got some relatives that are mean about your wigs, I would definitely wear something that they've seen before. And if they say something negative, it's something you've heard before, and you can just say, yeah. I've already heard that. And you don't have to have a bunch of confrontation about it. Now, another thing that we need to be careful of when we wear wigs during the holiday season is if you bake and you wear synthetic wigs, do not wear that wig around the oven. Don't wear the wig if you're going to be looking over the stove, looking over your pots, stirring your pots. Don't do that because it will ruin the hair on your wig. So if you wear synthetics, don't do that. And if you've got a lot of cooking to do, what you could do is get a pretty scarf and wear that around your head while you're cooking, if your family's going to be around. And then when it's time to eat, simply change into your wig and tell everybody what you're doing. Just be upfront. Just say, I don't want to burn my wig up, so I'm not going to wear it while I'm baking these cookies. And it's okay. It's okay to say that. And it kind of, lightens everything up. Now, if you're a person who does not want people to know that you wear wigs, that's a little bit different, and that's going to present a little bit of a challenge. So you can get somebody to stir your pot for you or check your cookies or do whatever, just say, hey, would you mind checking that and see, and have them pull it out of the oven, let you look at it. And if it's not done, say, oh, no, you can stick it back in there for a few more minutes. Do something like that. My family knows how I am, and they obviously know I wear wigs because I wear every color of the rainbow, but that's not the case with everybody. And not everybody feels comfortable with that like I do, because I'm kind of a weird little duck, and I don't really care what people think, and I never have. So it doesn't matter to me whether they like it or they don't like it. I mean, I was up front right away when I got my wigs. As I'm getting a wig, here it is. And I endured all kinds of stuff from my family at first. But after they grew accustomed to it, now they tell me, oh, I really like this one. This one looks great on you. So they're very complimentary now that they're used to seeing me look with a whole bunch of different looks. So that makes a big difference too, if they're used to seeing you with that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. But the main thing is, whatever it is you decide to wear on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and you make that a day that you want to look your best, make sure you feel comfortable in the wig. Like I said, this is not the time to order a new $1,200 wig. Don't do that. Do not, unless you can get it 3 or 4 weeks before the event. I know if I'm going to a special event, not just a holiday season, but I'm going to something and I know I'm going to wear a wig, like I said, I will grab something that I know I feel comfortable in, that I've worn, at least 3 or 4 times, that I've gotten complimented in it, and I feel confident in that particular wig. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to be going to events and you're going to be wearing hair, honestly, and this is true, and I hate to even say this because it just sounds bad, but people just don't look at us that closely. They just really don't. They really don't. My daughter sometimes will ask me if somebody has on a wig. We had a situation where a lady, I told her that I wanted to donate a wig to a particular lady that she knew. And she said, well, Mom, she doesn't wear wigs. And I said, yes, she does. And she said, no, she doesn't wear wigs. I said, yes, she does. Yes, she does. She has a wig on every time I see her. She said, that's a wig? And she said, I think you're wrong, Mom. I said, okay, I've only been wearing wigs for about 5 or 6 years, so don't listen to anything I say. So she didn't listen to anything I said, and she went to the family and asked them, and they said, oh, yes, she's lost her hair. So she came back. She said, I would never have guessed. I said, how closely did you look at her? And she said, I never really looked at her that close. And I said, see, that's the way it is. People just don't look at us that closely. But here's the wig I want her to have, so give that to her. And so I said, it's her style. It's like her hair. It's exactly like the wig she's got on. It may be a different brand, but I said, I know it'll look good on her. And she was very grateful to get the wig. And we just don't, and we do, because we know what wigs look like, and we're looking for that, and we're always looking for the next great looking wig. So we pay more attention to hair than people just out milling around in the world. They don't know. And that's okay that they don't know, because that allows us to just go about our business, and people aren't stopping us saying, oh, do you have on a wig? So that doesn't really bother me, but that bothers a lot of people. So people just don't look at us that closely. And that's a fact. And that's kind of a shame, but They just really don't. If you're going in a store to buy something, think about it. How closely did you look at the clerk that checked you out? If you went and had customer service at a place, now you may have looked at that person a little more closely, but really, how closely did you look at the waiter that waited on you at Chili's last Friday? I can't even remember the last time I was in a restaurant. I can't even remember what my waitress looked like. I can't even remember if it was a man or a woman. So that's kind of the way it is. You know, people with your chance encounters, they're not going to know and they're not going to care. So you're going to have a lot more trouble out of your family and friends. If you're going to have trouble, it's normally out of family and friends and coworkers. It's not going to be out of somebody you run into at the Piggly Wiggly. You're not going to have trouble with that. So wear whatever you're going to wear. Wear it with confidence. Wear it with pride. Wear it with dignity. And embrace it. We have to wear our wigs, our biological hair, our shaved head, whatever it is that sits on top here. We have to wear that with pride, and we have to wear it with confidence, because that's what's attractive. It's not the hair itself that's attractive. It's what's in here that shines through here. Listen, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day. God bless you all. Maranatha, folks. Love you guys. Bye-bye.